Life on the goldfields was not easy, especially for women who'd been brought there under false pretences. The Colonial widow, which touches on the theme of drink-inspired domestic violence on the Victorian goldfields, was based on an Irish song, Nora McShane, and published in Coxon's comic Songster, The Colonial Widow. And there's no chorus in this one, but you've got all the words, so you can sing along if you like. It's a familiar tune. About 2 years ago, I left England behind me and came to my sweetheart across the wide sea, who told me a beautiful home he could find me if I'd come out here and his darling wife be. I didn't know then that he drank and was lazy, so though I confess I was greatly to blame, being just turned 18 and with love nearly crazy, I left England and friends and to Melbourne I came. I landed and next day his love was so burning, was married in proper colonial style, though I candidly own I was not pleased in learning that my beautiful home from the town was a mile. And also to find, when a few days had vanished, that my husband had got quite a horror of work, that billing and cooing were very soon vanished, that he often got tipsy and swore like a Turk. We stayed 1 week in Melbourne, then off we started. By coach away to the diggings we went, but at our journey's end I was quite broken-hearted to find my fine home was a rotten old tent. The door, as 'twas called, was an old worn-out blanket, and answered the purpose of window as well. There was no floor but mud, and the place smelt so rank it made me feel for a long time extremely unwell. And his mates, who he used to describe with such rapture and say were real gentlemen, though free from pride, was a villain the police had tried long to capture, and a very old colonist from t'other side. And he'd go with these mates to a grog tent close handy, and drinking and fighting all day there remain, then reel home at night with a bottle of brandy, and beat me if ever I dared to complain. One night this kind husband of mine not returning, I thought his career had received some slight check. But imagine my joy the next morning when learning he'd fallen down a hole and had broken his neck. So now I'm a widow, some call me good looking, of ardent admirers I've got a long train, though the bait must be rich that'll make me be hooking myself on the line of a husband again.